What's good, traders? Welcome back to a brand new video on the Bazinga FX trading. So as most of you saw the title, how I've been able to grow small accounts from as less as $10 to 300, from 300 up to 3,000, to even from 1,000 to almost $10,000, guys. I'm going to be showing you the same strategy. This strategy I've learned for 4 years, and I'm going to be teaching you the strategy in less than 10 minutes. So guys, if you're new around here, make sure to watch this video from the start to the end, and let's get started with this video. So guys, I came to notice all my time I've been trading in the market, I've noticed that most of the traders have like really tiny accounts, and the reason for this is because the majority of people can't afford to have like really $10,000, $1,000 on their accounts. Most of the traders have like $10, $20, $30, the majority, and they're always looking out for a better strategy to trade with. So guys, this is a strategy. So whenever you are trading in the forex market, traders, you have to have aspects that you're following. So the first aspect we are going to follow, the first aspect, we need to have knowledge. We need to have knowledge, traders. We need to have knowledge. Knowledge is key. Knowledge is key. As you can see, this is the first thing that we are following. We need to follow this aspect called knowledge. So you're trading the forex market, but do you have knowledge about the forex market? If so, then go ahead and trade. So now, the knowledge that I'm going to be doing is analyzing this chart. Then after that, we're going to be jumping to another aspect. So the first thing, guys, whenever I'm trading the forex market, this is how easy it is to trade in the forex market, traders. I follow the trend of the market. So since this is a downtrend, how do you say that the market is in a downtrend? You come to your daily time from here and then check and see if your market is in a downtrend. So you can see this is what shows that my market is in a downtrend. As you can see right here, you can see when I draw my arrow, you can see price is in a downtrend. As you can see, just like this, that is a downtrend market. So meaning I'm going to be looking for sales only in the market. So meaning now I'm going to go to another thing. So since now we're in a downtrend market, what I like to do is look out for turning points in the market. I like to look out for turning points. So what are the turning points that we have in the market? We have so many turning points on this chart. Remember, this is the USD chief. The reason why I've selected this zone here and not up here, because this was a fake out, you know. So they trapped retail traders from here, so price kept on dropping. So this is our turning point, as you can see. So that is our second thing. Since after identifying the trend, now we identify the turning points. That is turning point 1. The next turning point is we're going to mark out this zone here where this price currently is. Let's see, is it at a turning point now? So let's see. You can see currently the price was down here. So this looks like a turning point. As you can see, price bounced off so many times. As you can see, we mark out that zone also. As you can see, we mark out that zone also. This is another turning point, as you can see, because even price reached here, and then after bounce off and come back again. So we expect price to just bounce off and go back to the upper side. But again, now this is our turning point. Another turning point is around this zone here, as you can see, this zone right here, as you can see. And the reason for this, because here is the turning point and also here is the turning point. So we mark it out like this, just like this, traders, as you can see. Now you can even see now we already have something clear. You know, price is telling us where price is going to come to. As you can see, when you mark out your points, this makes life easy for you, traders. Let me zoom in so that you can see. When I zoom in like this, you're going to see what I'm trying to mean. You can see. So this was a support level right here. Price breaks, retests, market the zone comes down, retests, the market the zone comes down to my turning point, goes back up here, and then comes back again here. So here now we see momentum. We see a momentum candle appearing now. So we expect price to push back to the upper side. Now, since traders, I told you we are looking for sales in the market. You know, we are looking for sales in the market. Some people would have taken their buy trades from here since this is a turning point. But now, since I'm looking for sales, guys, I have to be patient until price comes back to my zone. Then I sell properly. So now what we have here is this is where demand and supply meet. So what I like to do is I always like to draw it out like this, and I always like to draw out my zone like this, as you can see. Then I just extend this to the future for future user, as you can see, traders. So now the price clearly has to come back to this zone here. Price has to clearly come back to this zone here. But now for you guys to be able to wait for that price, now this is what brings us to our next thing. After you applying the knowledge, now you need to be patient. Patience is key. Patience is key, traders. So you need to have patience in the market. Now, other guys, as I said, they would have taken their trade just down here. Other guys would have taken their trade just down there, as you can see, just down here. And I'm going to tell you why someone would have taken that trade after finishing up with this strategy. So now you have to be patient until price comes back to that zone, as you can see. So we let price play around. You can see price goes up. The first thing you can see when you have momentum to the upper side. So someone can just use the Fibonacci here and here and then wait for price to come back to the Fibonacci level and then take the buy trade. But again, I'm not buying, I'm selling. I want to go in for sales. So I wait for price to do its thing, as you can see. As you can see, traders, this can take so many days, but eventually price comes back to your zone. The first tap in, as you can see, price comes back to my zone here. You see, it rejects again. So I always want to wait for more confirmations, as you can see. Another confirmation now, guys. For those that know about the candlestick patterns are one of the best confirmations when you're trading the forex markets. I'm going to first remove this zone here. So this candle that you see right here, this is called a hanging man. Whenever you see a hanging man in the market, guys, a hanging man is more of a reversal candle to the downside. This hanging man here, we have price pushing up, and the candle closes as a red, but price is pushed up. Whenever I see this is a hanging man. We are always going to see price come back to the downside. So what we do, we are going to wait for this blue candle to close and then take our trade on the next candle. So this is how we do it, as you can see, traders. So this candle closed, so meaning we would have taken our trade right here. So let's say that we would have taken our trade right here. So here you set your short position. Just so this candle closed from somewhere there, but let's say we took our trade just right here, like this, putting our stop loss just here, just like this, as you can see. Then putting our take profit, we'll put our take profit around this level right there. As you can see, guys, this is a nice trade. You can see we're only risking 38 pips to make 200 plus pips. And you can see, traders, very down with momentum kind of pushing to the downside. But again, traders, I'm also going to show you in the smaller time frame. This is just on the bigger time frame, but as you can see, now as you can see, price pushed up to even down here. So we're going to keep on holding this right now. Let's zoom into the smaller time frame. Let's zoom into the smaller time frame, how you would enter this trend. So let's go to the smaller time frame. Let's go on to the smaller time frame. So this is our, let's go to the 4 hour time frame, as you can see right there. We are going to reset our page like this. Nice and easy. So traders, now this is why you would have taken your trade. Ignore that part where I've told you on the daily time frame, because we never want to take trades on the bigger time frame, only on the smaller time frame. So this is a 4 hour time frame. So you know, when you're monitoring your trade, guys, you have to have other things that we are looking into consideration. Because since now we knew this was a turning point, one of the best things that I look out for is patterns. I like to look for forex patterns, and we look for forex patterns on we look for this forex patterns on big time frame. So this is my 4 hour time frame, as you can see. So if I were to draw out a pattern here, I have what we call a rising wedge. So this is how a rising wedge looks like, traders, as you can see right here. This is my rising wedge, as you can see. So as you can see right here, so whenever I have a rising wedge in the market, this indicates for a reversal. And another thing, traders, we always have to apply the RSI, because remember, whenever we have a reversal, and then also we have whenever I have a reversal and also have a rising wedge, it indicates that we have the emergency. As you can see right here, traders, we have the emergency right here. So if I pull this down here, you're going to see what I mean by the emergency. So this is my divergency right here, as you can see. As you can see, traders, this is my divergence, and you can see what is the divergence. The divergence is when we have price going up to the upper side like this. So meaning this is a high, low down here, then high, another high here, high, low down here. Then price here, when it comes back up here, doesn't like really form a high, but it forms a lower high, as you can see right here. So here we see a lower high, so meaning we are going to see a breakout. So meaning Here now you have to, we have the divergence, we have a rising wedge, and all these are reversal patterns to the downside traders. So now this is where you set in your target. So one of the targets, one of the ways I'd like to enter this market is I always wait for price to quite push back into my zone. I always like price to quite push back into my zone right here, as you can see right here. And I see, if I see this multiple rejections, so meaning I'm taking my trade down here. And there's not even now I'm taking my trade down here. This is the same zone where I have this this candle, this rejection candle. So meaning I'm setting my short position just right in here, just like this. Putting my stop loss, I can even put my stop loss as high as this, because this is just let's see. Now I'll put my stop loss just around this zone here, as you can see, 30 pips, because I like to risk 30 pips, and then put my take profit just down here. As you can see, I'll put my take profit down here. This is almost 200 pips. Traders, we are targeting almost 200 pips. So meaning now price has already moved. Let's say price has already moved something like let's calculate this and see how much has price already moved. So price has already moved, let's see, almost 90 pips traders. This is almost 90 pips. So, and again, you have here price, giving us this impulsive move, and then we expect price to quite retrace up to this zone here, and then see another push to the downside. But again, guys, this is a very simple strategy. You have seen how I trade, but the first thing I wanted to show in the bigger time frame is showing you the turning points and what are we following. So this is how we trade, guys. This is how I grow small accounts. I can literally wait for days. As you can see, as I wrote here, we need to have knowledge, you need to have patience, and then again, guys, patience has to be like, I don't know, it has to multiply itself, because most traders, when they see they're in profits for quite a small time, they're going to jump off the markets. They're going to jump out of the markets. You need to have psychology, traders. You need to have psychology. You need to have that mental strength to stay into your position. You need to have psychology. Let's write psychology down here. Let's write the psychology down here, guys. Follow all these things. You need to have psychology. I hope I know the spelling of psychology. Yeah, I think it's the one. I think it's the one. If I'm wrong, guys, correct me. So you need to have psychology. I think there is why I'm missing. Yeah, I think there is why I'm missing around. Yeah, let's see. Psychology. I think it's like that, cycle. Okay, yeah. So guys, you need to have psychology. You need to have that mental strength. Psychology is basically how do you react when you're into your trends. How do you react? So that is the strategy, traders. But now I wanted to show you a bonus thing. How you would have gone in for your buys here. You always want to maximize everything, But again, traders, as you can see, so let's see how much would you be waiting. Let's see how much would you wait, because let's say we waited from here to almost here. Let's see, guys, you will have waited for almost a 4 month waiting for price to come, because remember, this is a daily time frame, and each candle here represents 1 day. So meaning you'll have waited, let's just even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Guys, almost more than 22 days that you're waiting for price to come back to this zone here, and then you take your sell trade. But again, let's go for the bonus tip that I wanted to give you, traders. I always like to give you bonus tips. So now, since we had another turning point here, as you can see, and then we have this impulsive move to the upper side, as you can see. So how would you take a trade here? So the first thing I like to do, traders, is mark out the demand zone. A demand zone is whenever I have aggressive buyers in the market. You see this candle here and this candle and this candle, that's aggressive buyers, meaning we have to mark out the demand zone. So this is how I mark out the demand zone. So this red candle that I'm marking out is the candle. That is the candle before the aggressive buyers came into the market, as you can see. So this is how I mark it out like this. So that's why you see when price came back to this zone here, it failed to go in here and then shoot back up. But again, even though you wanted to apply the Fib retracement, this is what would happen. From swing high, from when applying Fibonacci from on uptrend market, you always apply from a swing low like this to a swing high. So our swing high is up here, as you can see. As you can see right in there. It's quite tricky, but yeah. And you can see price came up to our zone here at the 6th zone, and this is where it rejected. You can see this zone right here. Let's mark it out for you guys to see. Let's mark out this zone for you guys to see. This zone right there. You see, that's why we had the rejection, as you can see. So if I delete this, if I remove this, you can see price come back to this zone here. And then I told you guys, this is also another confirmation that I always follow when I'm taking trades in the market. Whenever I see this big rejection, but a rejection at a demand zone or a supply zone trader. So that was the strategy, guys. Make sure to backtest it as much as you can, and then, you know, apply it to your trading system, guys. I assure you, you're going to be able to make money with this strategy. You're going to be able to grow accounts. You know, there is no like really hard stuff here. It's all patience. Let's go over our words again, traders. Let's go over our words again. Where are our words? Let's see. Let's go over our words. Let's go to the daily time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame. Reset this. Knowledge, guys, patience and psychology. Follow these things. You need to have knowledge. Knowledge is what is forex market and everything, and what are you going to apply. And I've told you what we have to apply, basically price action. Then patience, you need to have that patience, you know, to wait. And then psychology, you need to have that mental strength. You need to have that strength, mental strength to stay into a position. You know, you need to have that mental strength to wait for something. You know. So guys, apply all these things and you're going to be a profitable trader. So if you have enjoyed this video, guys, make sure to subscribe to the channel, give it a like. Let's get this video to as many likes as possible. Let's push this video to more and more people to watch, and I'll see you in my next video, traders. Bye bye.